Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance. This is an M53 M55, the Tier 9 American SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Glacier and it's under the command of Talon 1958. Okay, game on. Well, that's the 8-inch howitzer, I know that, because the barrel does not extend over the front of the vehicle. If it did, it was the 155. He's got a 203mm howitzer, the 8-inch, 1050 alpha, and it will do blast radius, I think it's about 9 meters, I think it's actually, no, it's 10 meters. And he's got a reload time of 31.97 seconds. Well, this is a very unusual position to occupy for an Arty. It does have some drawbacks, which you'll see later. Well, he's now aiming towards the center because there are a number of enemy tanks already in sight. I was looking at an AMX-13-105 just for a second. Oh, now he's got a Noobs. He's letting it dial in. Rounds out. Direct hit. 540 hit points straight away. Non-penetrating shot on the side of the vehicle. Now, how do I know that's a non-penetrating shot? Well, it's half the alpha and then you roll for the difference. So if it's 1050 alpha, that make it 525 if it's average, and he actually did 540, which means it's a high roll. Okay, AMX-13-105 coming into sight again. He's loaded, ready to go, but he just wants to be certain he hits the target. Well, it looks like he's going to go after that Udas again. Lining shots up. Rounds out. Hits the ground, but it must have been near the Udas, so I suspect the Udas took some splash damage off that one. Now, you might have to excuse me sometimes during this video because I've got absolutely awful toothache at the moment, and it is affecting the way I speak. Now, you notice he's got a red line showing intermittently. It's mainly because he's near a rock face, which is actually blocking the field of fire. So he can only shoot some directions, and he's firing at that enemy tank, but I'm not sure if he splashed it or hit it, but he can certainly hit that one. That's a VK100-01P off near the enemy cap area. Didn't decide to go into the northwest corner after all. Just stayed behind to guard the cap. Okay, there's that Udas that he hit earlier. Badly damaged now. And, oh, a number of enemy tanks are gathering together on the same corner. And when that happens, normally the best thing to do is load the premium ammo, and unfortunately that one hit the rock face. RNG was unkind to him there, but he did stun the Pantera briefly, and unfortunately we just lost an EBR 105 who went too deep in, and the Leopard took him out. Well, he's lined up on the P44 Pantera, who's just been killed. So now he's going to go after that Leopard, who's very low on hit points, and this should kill him. It did. So he's got his first kill, and it looks as if the enemy is defending their corner of the map, but they're not really pushing out at all, except maybe around the ring road, around the outside of the map. There's one enemy tank, and AMX-13-105 has made it round into the northwest corner, but how long he'll be there I don't know. Notice he's got a red line here because he can't shoot at these targets because there's a rock face in the way of where he's looking, and he marked the ground, but I'm not sure if he can actually see that he's got a red line. Now he can hit that target. There's the VK again. Dialing in. Oh, I think he anticipated the VK would go further forward, and he didn't. So that shot was kind of wasted. Only a small amount of splash. 87 hit points. He's marked the ground where he thinks the target is. Tiger 2 there. There he is. Almost loaded. Rounds out. Direct hit. 427. Non-penetrating shot again and a low roll. But it's still damage. That VK is taking a bit of a pasting as well. But he's probably giving out as much damage as he gave or is receiving. Although I don't think it'll last much longer. That was an Arty round, and it looks like Talon's lining him up for the next shot, but I think somebody might get there before him. He's only got 23 hit points left. Rounds out. And that's a kill shot for Talon. That's 2 kills. It's gone rather quiet all of a sudden. EBR's going up to have a quick look to see where that Tiger 2 is. He's still there on that corner. And the Tiger 2 is looking the wrong way and takes a round from the EBR. Talon's loaded. He fires around in that corner and takes out the Tiger 2. It's 3 kills. Unfortunately, the enemy's getting rather close now. There's some drawbacks to this position, and that's that the enemy can get rather close on the ring road if they come all the way round. And, well, Talon's decided to back up for the moment. There's still 2 enemy Artys in the game. If they saw where he was, they would instantly fire in this direction. It's almost like he's getting ready to shotgun any enemy tank that comes around that corner. There's an object 430 somewhere around there. Instead, he's decided he's going to take a pot shot at a strip 1030, seen near the enemy cap area. He's lining him up. He's attacking our EBR at the moment. Instead, he's decided not to go for that shot because he might stun his own EBR. And instead, he's going to try a shot at the Progetto. Okay, the strip died. He's fired at the Progetto and picks 226 hit points of actual damage and 262 of assist. Okay, SU-130PM just killed our EBR-90. We can't see him at the moment, but he must still be in that general area. SU-130PMs are particularly susceptible to artillery round, mainly because they are so softly armoured. Very soft-skinned vehicles like that, very easy to penetrate. Rounds out the Progetto again. Some more splash. 106. There's the SU-130PM. Okay, I think he wants the shot on this 430. The 430 is probably more dangerous than the SU-130PM, but of course he'll probably do more damage to that. He's obviously damaged the 430. He's lost some hit points. And there he goes. Only 2 enemies left now, the SU-130PM and their Arty. And he's just been invited to platoon with the other Arty. Now, it's a shame that Wargaming won't let 2 Artys platoon outside of a battle, because they certainly allow them to platoon in a battle. They should be allowed to platoon outside of a battle too. There's no reason for them not to. I think Wargaming are being a bit restrictive. It's very unfair, considering they've made all these equipment changes and everything else, that Arty are not allowed to platoon together outside of a battle. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's the 3rd class tanker for Talon 1958 in the M53 M55. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He got 13. A brothers in arms because he platooned with somebody else who also had at least 3 kills, and a win rate of 2,276, which is very good. Let's have a look at team score. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the object 430 that he fired at. 3,125 hit points of damage to him. The next high scorer was the Object 705 on our team with 2,434, and then after that it was the T54 with 2,399. Talon managed 2,051, which puts him on the high side of the table, and his platoon mate got 1,742 hit points. When it came to kills though, it was shared between Talon and the GWE100. Both had 3 kills each, the highest scorers in the game. T54, the EBR, the Barask, the T30 and the enemy Barask all had 2 kills each. And when it came to base XP, it was the EBR who did the best. The EBR 90 got 913, 902 went to the Barask, 870 went to the T54, Talon got 793 rather, and the GWE100, bad boy, managed to get 790. Talon fired 12 rounds in that game, got 3 direct hits, no penetration but 10 splash. Damage of 2,051 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 3, and did 513 hit points of damage assistance, plus 786 hit points of stun assist off 7 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 36,375 credits, got 70,000 credits for mission and events, and total came to 106,375 credits. After ammunition resupply, took away 98,895 credits profit. He also got 1,189 XP, got ×2 for the first victory, took away 2,379 experience points altogether. So very nice that he got a Brothers in Arms out of it. It's a pity that that Arty's aren't allowed to platoon outside battle, because, you know, it'd be nice for them to get the bonus for platooning or being in platoon with somebody who actually also managed to get 3 kills. I think there's a lot of Arty players out there who are quite capable of getting 3 kills each during a battle, and then they get the platoon bonus. But as it is, Wargaming's only allowing to platoon in battle with other Arty, and that's a bit of a cop-out. Come on, Wargaming, put your act together. I mean, it's bad enough that you've made these equipment changes which are almost, well, encouraging people to leave the game. In fact, they are, because I've already know of 2 people who've left the game because of these equipment changes. It's the final straw, broke the camel's back, you could say. So I think you're going to be losing a lot of players over the next couple of months, Wargaming. So you might as well let Arty platoon as some sort of gesture of apology for making all of these horrible changes, quite apart from which was the fact that you now won't allow Arty, or some Arty, to carry a gun laying drive and a rammer, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. So you better get your act together soon. If you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.